is the Urukai Scimitar. I want to test it out. This handle would give me problems. So I'm going to rewrap it, throw a lanyard on it, throw a paracord bead on it. What kind of bead am I going to use? If you don't know, why don't you ask Joe? Joe Schmuckatelli. Castle Forged. I want to throw a paracord lanyard and bead not only on the scimitar but also on my BK2. I found a great company that makes skull beads, Schmuckatelli Co. scskulls.com. They sent them to me very quickly and they seem very nice. So here's my first impressions. I just received something I want to show you all. This is the BK11. Comes double wrapped for extra protection. A little thank you from Schmuckatelli. Sticker, schmuckatellico.com, made in the USA. A little guy, it says thank you. So that's really awesome. Plus they always, I don't know if they always, but they threw in this sticker as well, which is pretty rad as well. Digging it. Digging that too. Made in the USA. And 6 beads. Plus this one. There's the classic skull, plated antique copper. Get a little close up here. These are just so awesome. These are amazing little beads. Look at that. Cracks in the skull. This is the classic skull again, antique copper. Giant hole, even underneath. Get that all the little teeth. Very detailed. The Fang Skull, plated Roman brass. Look at this one. The Fang Skull again. This one's just awesome. Look at, you know, the coloring. They'll have the copyright on the back. This is an awesome finish. I really like this finish. Great bead. Antique copper. I like antiquing on copper. These two are the, well actually this is brass and copper, but still they both have that antique look, which is awesome. The Rose Skull, plated two-tone 18 karat gold and rose gold. 18 karat gold plated. This is awesome. So cool. Kind of skeptical about this design, but in person this is actually really awesome. Like the furrowed brow, the cheeks. The Emerson Skull, plated matte hematite. Creepy grin. The teeth come down a little further. The pig nose. Well detailed like all of them. It's a nice finish too. That's like a nice gray color almost. I like the matte quality though. That's really awesome. I love that grin. And the Cyber Skull, plated hematite. This is the hematite again, but not matte, so it's a little shinier. Again, the detail on the teeth underneath, and just every side of this bead, great care was taken. It's an awesome bead too. Got some weird concavity on the side. Those eyeballs in there. A little extra depth to them. The Mind Skull in pewter. the Mind Skull. I think this is, from the pictures, this was my favorite skull. Just look at that. That skull right there. That's awesome. There's another one. Another one. Just like barnacles. Just busting out of a giant skull. Of all the cracks on the back. They're just so cool. They're awesome. Mr. Joe skull. So tiny. Look at these are awesome. Thought I'd do a little comparison here. This is the standard skull. And then right there next to it, that's the Joe skull. You can see it's a lot smaller. And still the classic skull. But on the left is the cyber skull. So you can see how it's elongated. It's a little bit longer there. That's why I think of it as an alien skull. Alright, classic skull again. And that's the Emerson skull next to it. You can see a little bit longer teeth, especially in the front. A little more bigger eye sockets and nostrils. And throwing up the Fang Skull there, because a lot of differences are the teeth. So you can see it has the two fangs, kind of vampire-ish. A little bit difference in the eyes. A little bigger eyes with the Fang Skull. These are a little more fur. And check out the profile. You can see the teeth. Again, it's kind of ascends from right to left, going back. And here's the Fang Skull and Cyber Skull again. Notice that they're two of the larger beads, and with the addition of that jaw and those teeth, almost probably the same length. Cyber Skull definitely has a bigger skull than the Fang Skull. Has bigger fangs. Do a little comparison of these. You can see the classic skull, it's still the smallest. And then these two ornate skulls. Alright, so here's profile of the Cyber Skull again. Still the longest of the skulls. I have one more side-by-side comparison for you. It's the size of a hole in a normal bead. And there's the size of the Schmuckatelli beads. The hole. Much bigger. Not really going to be able to do lanyard and paracord work with this stuff. Check this out, a skull totem. How cool is this? And that's the reason why the big hole is for paracord. Hey, well, thanks for watching. If you like them, check them out. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll be sure to post updates when I do lanyard work and work on that Urukai Scimitar.